Hey everybody, AZBadfish here. Welcome back to PrimeCraft Season 2. It's Saturday morning, you guys. It's the weekend. I'm feeling pretty good. Hopefully you guys are doing okay. I want to talk to you guys real quick while I go through and harvest these crops. The ones that are ready anyways. So, I've been doing 2 episodes a week, and I think I'm going to have to cut that back to 1 episode a week. Just to be upfront with you guys. So, it's got nothing to do with my love for Minecraft. I still love the game, I love the server, I enjoy playing on here and everything like that. But my personal life is just getting to the point where I can no longer dedicate the amount of time I need for 2 episodes a week and still do other things that I like doing. As you know, this is not something I do full time. I do have a real job and stuff like that. So it's hard for me to, I don't understand how some of those, the professional guys, they're out there, excuse me, they're out there doing, an episode a day. And I guess not all of them are doing, just Minecraft SMPs, but they're doing multiple episodes a week in addition to other YouTube videos. And I don't know how they can possibly do that. I guess it's just perks of being able to do it full time, I suppose. But there are downsides to that as well, obviously. But at any rate, I have just got other things that I've kind of not really been taking care of, things I need to start doing, and just other things that I want to start doing in my life. And this is, I don't want to say it's getting in the way, but it's becoming a thing where I feel rushed. Like, oh my goodness, it's Saturday, I got a video to get out Monday, and I don't have anything recorded yet. I need to do this right now. I have to do it. And I don't want to feel like that about Minecraft videos, so I think going to 1 a week will help with that, and also it'll make it so I could do more stuff per episode. The last episode, if you guys saw it, is the extreme version of that. Basically, I did a whole bunch of stuff in 1 episode, and we didn't really talk about much of it. That's kind of the opposite of how I've been doing videos. Like, I'll build, like, normally, like this thing, I would have built a little bit at a time, kind of explained what I was doing, almost making it a tutorial, but I don't really want to do that. Yeah, this thing is just pumping out the sugarcane, man. Again, all of these farms, not only does it have to be loaded, but a player has to be nearby. And I'll need to look up on the wiki, I think, exactly how close you have to be. But yeah, a player has to be within so many chunks of the crops for them to even grow. And if the crops aren't growing, obviously they aren't getting auto-harvested. So yeah, all of those auto farms really only work when there's a player nearby. But that's the same as, when they weren't auto farms. Oh yeah, as you can see, Kenny's back. It looks like he's got his internet problems sorted out, hopefully, so he could be playing more. I missed him. I really enjoy having him around. He's a great builder. Just definitely go check out his channel, guys. He does all kinds of stuff. Right. So we're gonna be going back to 1 a week, I think, just for that. So I can do more. Maybe I'll be not as worried about slightly longer videos and stuff like that. So today, what I'm going to be building, hopefully I can get it all done in this episode, is we're going to be building a big community villager trading hall. Yeah. And we're going to be converting this into an infinite villager breeder that is attached to that hall. And I'm going to have to think about that. Actually, do I want to attack? Because my original plan, I've kind of built out the trading hall a little bit in a creative world, just so I kind of know what I'm doing. But, oh, I thought that was in the center. This whole time I thought that, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, it's coming down. So yeah, and my plan was to put the infinite breeder kind of on top of the trading hall. But that might not work out so well. The issue is going to be not necessarily getting the villager from the breeder into the trading hall, but calling one from the trading hall. So I'm going to have to think about that. I might have to actually have it. I don't know. Let's get the trading hall built first, and then we can worry about thinking about that stuff. Oh yeah, and one of the other things I wanted to say about going to one episode a week, this will allow me to get a little bit of a backlog as well. I don't really like being, recording before the day it goes up. I like being a little ahead. One of the problems I had though last season was I think I was too far ahead. So like there was no time to read any comments or anything like that. On my videos. Oh, see you, Kenny. There's no time to read any comments or take any viewer suggestions or anything like that, because I'd put out a video, I'd record a video and put it out 2 weeks later, and by the time you guys see it, I've already moved on past that project, fixed the little things that were wrong with it, and things like that. Which actually kind of brings me to something else. I haven't been getting that many comments on my videos, you guys. I've been getting a steady amount of views, I think. I've been getting, it's a decent amount of likes and per view and stuff like that, but not many comments. So I'd kind of like to fix that, you guys. I'd hope that everybody can start commenting and leave me comments, because it's just kind of the way that social media works. Like, it will definitely help out my channel. If you guys like it, just leave a like, leave a comment. I kind of say it every video, but never really explained it. So most people know that Facebook and Twitter, for that matter, but Facebook is, I think, the big one that people might know a little bit more how it works. Most people know that it does not show you everything posted by all your friends or all the things that you follow. It runs an algorithm, and there's a lot to it. Like, it's based on how many times you personally interact with the thing, how many times other people interact with the thing, and basically the more that people interact with it, the more that other people will see it. For example, if you make a post on Facebook or something, and none of your friends like it. Say it's just like it's a thing, it's a weird time of day, nobody sees it, or it's just a weird opinion, and like you hate Star Wars or something, and well, if you said something like that, I suppose there would be a lot of interaction with it. But something that maybe it just doesn't appeal to anybody for whatever reason. For whatever reason, it gets, nobody likes it, nobody comments on it, or anything like that. If that happens, very few people are going to see it in their newsfeed. However, if you post something awesome or something extremely controversial, I guess, where lots of people are liking it or reacting to it now, I guess, with their angry face or lots of comments, the more people interact with that post, the more of your friends will see it in their newsfeed, because clearly, according to the Facebook algorithm, that is what people want to see. And YouTube is no different. YouTube is no different. The more that people like and comment and interact with the video, the more that video gets suggested to other people. So that is why I always ask for likes and comments and stuff like that. But I'd really like to see more comments down there. So if you guys have suggestions or things, ideas you want to see built or anything like that, just let me know. I try to respond to all my comments and stuff like that, so you wouldn't be wasting your time or anything. I generally do care about what people think about my videos, because that's kind of why I do it. I know I'm not the greatest builder, but I don't know. I guess I'm trying to get better, and comments kind of help me with that. So, man, I am sorry, V, about showing that so much. Anyways, moving on. I was just kind of filling that in, kind of flatten it out a little bit, give us a space to work with. And as you saw, I grabbed a bunch of stone bricks and regular bricks. Now, I'm not going to be using these too much. It's just going to be an accent. In fact, for right now, we're not going to be even using it at all. I need a bunch of redstone-y stuff. So, the villager trading hall that we're going to be building has been designed by sZPeddy, I believe. The tutorial will be in the description below, of course. But it kind of starts off like this, and we got to build some rails here. But we've got to be careful with how we do it, because what we need is the powered rail and the detector rail, and we need them to be in these like angled positions straight up and down like that. But because the way rails work in Minecraft, you kind of have to do them one row at a time. Like I couldn't just do a row and then a row. I have to do them up and down like this. And in order to get them oriented in the right direction and keep them there, we have to do the regular rails at the end. So like that. And just kind of continue. Once those are all in place, you can remove the normal rail from the top and the bottom, and if you did it right, they'll stay in that position. So then what we're going to do is run around in the back, grab a bunch of levers, and we'll power the bottom row like this, because this is going to turn on our powered rail. And then we're going to grab a bunch of torches and put them on the backs of the rest of them. Yep, just like that. And then we're going to carry this signal up with another set of blocks, like that. And then more torches. And then we'll grab our repeaters. Whoops. Can I? Yep. So now we've basically got this set up here, and the way this is going to work is whenever there's a minecart just hanging out on this detector rail, it'll be powering this block, so all these torches will toggle and then the power here will turn off. And the reason that that is important is because we're going to have fence gates in front of it. Now I run a row of blocks here. I had to go craft up a bunch of fence gates, but looks like I'm going to have to come out an extra one. And I might as well come out by 2 more because I'm going to need that here in a second. Alright, so I got the platform again, and if you you have to have a block to put a fence gate on, and when you put it there, it will open because it's powered. And what this will do is this will still block water, so we're actually going to have a water running over the top of this, and when it's open, it will allow a minecart to fall through. And then when a minecart is sitting there, it will shut this gate so that this slot will not be able to get taken up by another minecart. But I don't want this to be stone brick. Dang it. It's supposed to be regular brick. And then on the inside of that, on the bottom, I'm going to put these iron pressure plates. This will hold the minecart in place. Wrong again. Those were supposed to be spruce slabs because the brick is actually going to go right here. Because underneath it, we're going to put a button, and that is what is going to allow... Ooh, can I even... I'll have to get under here. That is what's going to actually power... Oh, goodness. I can't get back in. That's what's actually going to power this trapdoors. And that way, when we no longer need the villager, or if it's a villager we don't particularly like or want at all, we can just hit the button. This will open, the cart will go through, and when he's no longer sitting on here, of course, this will open back up so that the slot will become available for another villager to come through. So that is like the main little bit here. The only thing to really add to this, obviously, other than covering it up and making it look a little nicer, is we'll have to add probably a stone brick here and a line of stone brick along the way so that we can actually put water in here and turn this into a waterway. But I'm going to go ahead and build out the rest of these so that we can see what we have to work with. Alright guys, so as you can see, I've got 3 sections built now. There's a total of 32 slots, I guess, for villagers to hang out in. And you can kind of get the idea of the block palette I'm going with here. It's just spruce wood, we got some regular brick, and some cyan terracotta. So, yeah, this is looking pretty good. It's coming along. I kind of build stuff in stages. Especially stuff like this where I'll build the redstone part first and then kind of cover it up. But I'm at the point now where I need to make a decision. A couple of them, in fact. So obviously, I've still got to come down here and install the villager, I guess, disposal system and figure out what I'm going to do exactly with that. But as far as finishing off the main part of the building, which is what I'd like to do now, I need to figure out how I want to get the villagers in here. So I mentioned that I'm going to be building an infinite villager breeder, and I'm going to be doing it in this-ish area, sorta, over on this side. So I'm like, okay, well, this is a big circuit. Right, the villagers are going to start here, and they're going to float in the waterway above these fence gates, and they're going to go in this direction around. So that means I need to drop them off up here, and then if it's full, or for whatever reason they miss an open slot, they are going to fall down here, and I guess at that point I'll just have them join up with the disposal area. So that is something to consider. But yeah, so they're going to come in over here, and I need to figure out exactly how I want to do that, because if you remember, this is going to be a waterway. In fact, there's probably going to be another block right here. Maybe. Yeah, there's definitely going to be a block there, but what I'm thinking is it's probably going to come out and around like this. Something like that, right? Maybe not those exact blocks. Maybe it will be. Who knows? But they're going to come in. I want to start the water right here. No. Yes. So this actually needs to come up one more block then, doesn't it? No. Nope. Just an optical illusion. I'm good. So actually, this can go, and then we'll put one like that. All right. Something like that. And then we don't need this. Cool. Or this. Cool. So, right, if I, yeah, I should be able to show you guys just what I'm talking about. So you put a water bucket right here, and this is going to flow over the fence gates whether or not they're open or not. So what I want to do is, I guess, have a rail line coming in from the villager breeder, probably right here. Yeah. So we'll have, I don't have any rails on me, but say we have rail here and rail here. So the villager in a cart's just going to come over here and plop right in here. And then he's going to start in the system, and he's going to get to here. Well, I'm not in a mine cart, so it doesn't, the spacing isn't exactly the same. Oh no, I'm stuck. No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm fine. It's fine. Right, so that's basically how that's going to work. So if that's where I need my rail line, and I know that now, I can kind of work around that. Alright guys, so Vidargavia is actually out here helping us out. He's such a much better builder than I am. As he came out and like immediately started making it look awesome. So while he's doing that, I have been busy up here. I put in the waterways, and this is kind of ish where the rail's going to come in from the breeder, which I'm about to move down over here. But yeah, as you can see, the water now goes all the way around, and in addition to that, oh, well, that's okay. Oh, I just realized that there are buttons missing from here, and that's not good. Let's get out of here. So anyways, if you're a villager and you fall from up there, you're going to land in here, which is where you'll also land once we hit the button and release the villager. And you'll just come along the minecart, you'll come through over here, and actually I think, do I still have them on me? I don't. I need to come in here and fix this, but to make this rail also be diagonal. But yeah, this goes all the way down, way far away into a bit of lava. So unfortunately we are going to be losing quite a few minecarts with this setup, but I mean we've got that pretty good iron farm going, so that shouldn't be a problem to get rail sets and minecarts. Those are pretty easy to get. So I'm going to go fix this up real quick, and then I'm going to get to move in that villager breeder, I think. Alright, so I got this breeder started, and okay, you can see the doors down there. I've got a lever. I can turn it off when we want to, just by removing the sky access from the doors. So now we gotta load it with villagers, which is what this crazy scaffolding stuff is all about. So I'm just going to hop up there. Whoops. And I'm just gonna push them in. I'm gonna do it manually. I like that you can see the golem there that spawned in here somehow. But yeah, before I do that though, let me come in here, and Theresa May needs to go in a cart for a bit. So get in the cart. Man, get in the cart. There we go. So I'm just gonna push her over to the side because you're going in the bottom. Okay, so that villager breeder's been cleared up and all those guys have been moved down here into this more permanent one. Yeah, the golem that was up there, I just shoved him down. He's walking around. The guy down there is going crazy on the door, so everything seems to be working okay. These guys are throwing food back and forth to each other, so hopefully we'll be seeing some hearts here pretty soon and maybe some new villagers. And then once there's, I don't know, maybe like 3 more in there, so we have a total of 10. I'll just remove that bottom row of fences so that way babies can pop out and hang out down here. Alrighty, I'm back and it's not the next day for me. I've spent many hours messing with the configurations of these things, including the positions of these villagers, the positions of our village, which was down here, is now up in the sky back there. I've got a torch tower here with this lever to flip those pistons and turn it off, but yeah, that's where our village is at. This is a, oh, yep, I don't know if y'all saw that, but that baby that was bouncing around there grew up and that filter worked, so he's now standing right here. We've got a bunch of carts in here feeding a dispenser back there and a button to trigger it right there. This chest here is going to pick up any extra food that they'll have after tossing it around. If anything accidentally falls down, it'll get picked up here instead of by any babies waiting in there to grow up. So that's how I kind of make sure all these guys are good to go and don't have any food in their system when they leave here, because that can be important, as we've seen with our farm, which still doesn't have a villager in it, but hopefully soon. So I want to show you guys this pickup system works pretty cool. Yeah, I love that. So we're just going to go ahead and F3 and B. We'll grab our pick, we'll break that, and then we'll just push this guy in. Alright, so I should be able to tear all of these things down now. Because yeah, I forgot about that, the babies can still fit through the bottoms there. So we had 2 unintended babies, but that's alright. Yeah, Vidargavia was out here earlier helping me figure this out, but he's just gone to bed. So now that that's done, I can go ahead and clean this stuff up and get it back ready in normal working order. I don't have any stone brick on me. So this is what it would look like in a normal situation. Got all that cleaned up and all these villagers are in there now. We've got plenty, I suppose, but since I've got them in there, I'm going to wait a little while and let them build up a little bit more. And then once they've kind of run out of food, I guess from what Vidargavia gave them earlier, I mean, he gave them a lot, which was probably the problem all along. Didn't have to spend all that time messing around with this. But anyways, yeah, normally, you know, we can push this button, or I'll probably wire another button inside here somewhere if I can, because I just have to power 1 block in there. And yeah, you push this button, a cart will come, and the guy will come up here, just like I showed you earlier, and he'll pop right out. And there's no rail here, so he'll just float along till he finds an open one. Drop in. When he does, that'll close off, so the next one, so on and so forth. You guys have probably seen it before, but yeah, I think that's probably all the time I've got for this episode, you guys. So yeah, I know we're not quite done. We've still got to put the roof on this thing and hopefully make that villager breeder look a little bit nicer, but we'll have to do that later. because that's all the time I've got for this episode. So if you liked it, leave me a like, leave me a comment down below, and until next time, you guys, I'll see you later. Bye bye.